So the first thing is expertise. And I'm going to suggest that you be as specific as you can. So if you are a marketing person, be specific about what are your specialties in marketing. What are those things? So Andrew, you're at Sacred Heart. It's a great opportunity in your profile to talk about specifically the passion you have about marketing, what you've learned, even as a student, what you've learned, where you're headed, all of that's important. Be specific, okay? And your personal qualities. So this is where people get surprised. I'm not suggesting that you go on the home feed of LinkedIn and you share your dog or what you ate or the party. I don't believe in I don't like any of that stuff. That's not for LinkedIn. That is really for Facebook. But on your profile, a little element of who you are as a person, that's very important. Recruiters have said they want to see a little personality. Buyers today, they're going and checking people online, and they don't want to just get a marketing person like everybody else. They want to know a little bit about you, right? So all that now is important in how you do that on your profile. Many of the companies I work with, they've recognized that their employees have their own personal brand, but the company has a brand. So how do you mesh that? And what's really important is to make sure, because each employee that's online, they are representing the company. And in the old days when people started with old days, if you go back 10 years, employees were just on LinkedIn and they were there saying that they work at such and such a company. And now what we're finding is a lot of companies, my company goes in and trains the employees. And so we take a look at what is the company brand, what's important for that company, and then how do we mesh that and bring those images and the language to those profiles. And guess what? The employees are delighted to do that exercise because they want to know how to describe. Many of them are confused. How do I describe the company that I work at? Seriously, right? That's kind of how they think. So we work on banners, we work on videos, and giving them the language. But then they also say, well, what is special about not just where I work, but what I do here and what I bring to the table. And so they bring that together. So we do that with HR and with sales typically. But it's a big trend. And you can be a brand ambassador for where you work and also be thoughtful about your own personal brand and what you do. And if you have your own small business, you've got to think about the same thing. What's the company brand, and do I use a company page? And what's my personal brand, right? And when you post things, you have to think, how am I going to try to make that work? How many people have a company page in their business? You do? Okay. All right. A lot of you do. All right. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Thinking that through? And that's the question I get. Should I have a company page or should I have just a personal page? And it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish.